es qué agenda tiene el senador para el sur de Providence, donde no hay empleo, donde no hay una ayuda económica a la clase sostén, que son los comerciantes.
I would like to know, Senator, what is your agenda in regard of job, economy, the business?
Como está el seguro ahora mismo, que mi nieta, el seguro es federal, pero en realidad el seguro que nosotros tenemos es nada más del Estado.
And the most important aspect for me is the health, especially for my granddaughter, because it's not federal, it's a state insurance.
¿Por qué? Porque ella no pudo usarlo en Texas porque tuvo un accidente un pie.
She's living now in Texas, and there she had a car accident, and she was unable to use the state insurance because it's local. Instead, I'm concerning about that.
Tenemos un bill de $2,000.
As a consequence, we have a bill for $2,000.
Yo quiero entender y quiero que usted, como no, que yo te apoyo, que tú lo sabes siempre, senador. Mi punto es,
I would like to understand. I want to also you know that I like you and I support you.
¿cuándo vamos a tener un seguro universal donde todos nosotros, no importa donde usted esté, ese seguro responde por tu salud?
When will we have universal insurance? That no matter where we're traveling or we are, that insurance will cover all. Thank you.
Well, that is exactly what we're trying to defend in this fight over Obamacare. We have tens of millions of people who've been able to get access to insurance. There is more progress that we need to make because some people, although they have access to the insurance, they make enough money that they still can't afford the premium because they don't get the benefit, the subsidy, the premium support from this program. And then you also have the states that refused the Medicaid money, so that people who could get help through Medicaid instead get told you have nothing. And those are the battles we're having right now. I want to see a program in which Obamacare, or even an improvement on it, is across the country, that nobody gets their Medicaid cut off by the local government, and that we get the maximum coverage that we can. And I agree with you, that is an economic development issue. Because when people are burdened with illness or unable to afford care or have premiums that they can't afford, that squashes all of their ability to work and invest and do the things that make them successful economically. On the broader question of how we jumpstart the economy, I think the best thing that we can do is to continue to work on infrastructure. As a delegation, we've worked very hard on getting infrastructure money through, and I was at the heart of pushing through the last highway bill. With any luck, we'll be able to use a grant program that I wrote into that bill to rebuild Route 6 and Route 10. And we've worked closely with the mayor and his groups to make sure that that design is appropriate. That's a huge job, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in spending that will go to people who work there, and then they can turn around and spend it. We've rebuilt the port down at Quonset. We have put double submarine building schedule down at Quonset, so people are employed there. They're even having to build new buildings at Quonset for the new submarine work that they're going to have to do down there. The highway where it goes by the Providence Place Mall, that was paid for by Tiger grants. The new road that went through Warwick, the Apponaug circulator, again, paid for by Tiger grants. So that's a really good way to push money down to where it gets into people's paychecks. That and making sure that the programs that people depend on when they're economically vulnerable are there. So I guess healthcare, continue the pressure, infrastructure, continue pushing towards a strong infrastructure bill. Remember, this was a president who said he wanted $1 trillion worth of infrastructure, and we haven't heard a word out of him since he got elected on what that $1 trillion infrastructure bill would look like. And then for when people are between jobs, or when they need a little bit of help, making sure that those social programs are there to support them And on that, we're really playing defense, because that was the target, the prime target of the Trump budget. And that's what we need to protect. So those would be the three top things that I would mention in that regard.